Welcome back, everyone. We're on page 3 of the Savana album. So I have a new pocket page now, and first thing I'm going to do is label it page 3 and page 4. Okay, so 3. Let me give you your measurements. So this one's pretty easy. There's going to be 2 A flaps, and they're 7 7/8 by 4 1/2. B is 6 by 6 3/8. So that's 2 lines less than 6 1/2. And C is our pocket, 8 5/8, 2 lines more than 8 1/2 by 4 7/8. And that's going to be the size of our pockets for this album. So let's get these cut, and when you get yours all cut, you can rejoin me and we will score them. So the 2 A flaps, I just labeled them A1 and A2. I'm just going to score 1/2 inch. This is the flat side, and the short side, the 4 1/2 inch side, is at the top. All right, actually, B is just a topper that goes on top of one of these flats, so it doesn't get any score lines. And our pocket, I already have this. I have a bunch of these left over, so I don't want to waste paper, but I'll go through the motions, and you're going to score them on 3 sides, starting with the open side at the top. I had to redo that page 1, so I have a bunch of these pockets left over. Okay. And then we're going to put tape on everything. So I'm using 3/8 inch score tape. Okay, where's my tear tool here? And what you can do, if you like a particular layout of one book and some from another, you can mix and match and make your own book. So that will be interesting. I might do that myself one day. Okay, so I'm going to fold these over. Okay, and our pocket, you put your tape on all 3 sides, just under this score line, and you cut the pocket the same way that you did the other ones. You go up to that intersection point, turn out, and keep cutting, and you do that on that side as well. Okay, and this gets no score tape yet. We'll do that when we place it down. Okay, so I'm bringing back my pocket page, and I want to make sure I'm facing the right way. Here we go. And I'm just going to put these A flaps, one on the left, one on the right. And I am going to corner round them. If I can find my corner rounder. There we go. All right, so pick a side, any side, and we will lay down our first A flap. All right, so I've got just a little bit of space left and right here, and I'm guiding it to the edge with my thumbs. There we go, and let's go do that to the other side. Put a weight there. And now I can make sure that this flap is lined up with the other flap. And I'm guiding it to the edge here. So our pocket and it's just going to go right between these score lines here. You'll have a little tiny bit of space on each side, and just go to the end there. Okay, and now we will just put our magnets down. But now I'm just going to put magnets on this flap for now, because this flap is going to have this piece on top, and then I will have one big magnet on this side landing over here. So for now, we're just going to put magnets on the left-hand side. And let me see, what do I have? If you don't have the big magnets, you can try a small magnet. If that's not quite enough hold for you, you could put two, one on each side. So you don't have to run out and get the big pack of magnets. It looks like this. The basic gray, and they're just a little bigger. They come with 12 in a pack. But if you have a pack of those, that's what you can use that. All right, so this goes down. All right, so now for this, we will have to hold off and put the design paper first. So let me just show you, actually, no. What I did is you could lay this on top with the design paper, but what I think I did is I put a score line here and made a double flap. Yes, see, normally I do this, but I figured why not get some extra space so to put pictures. So let me just do this where I score this. So I believe it's your shorter side that's going to be, let's see. Okay. Just want to make sure what I did. It's been a little bit since I did this. Okay, I have it going this way. So I want a score line here. So we are going to put our 6 3/8 inch side at the top of the score. And let's take that up. Okay, so I'm going to put this right on top of this A flap. And I'm just going to eyeball where the center is. I have an equal amount of paper on each side, and I'm just going to drop it down. All right, so this way, this will be an extra flap. You'll have all this area under here for pictures, and I thought that would be a little more useful. So let's bring out the design paper, and I'll show you what I did. But I want to put my my magnet here first. Okay, so I am going to corner around this. And I'm going to put a big magnet down. And if you don't have these, you can put a small one here and a small one there. But I'm gonna just go ahead and put a big one. And since it's bigger, I'm gonna use my 3/8 inch score tape instead of the 1/4 inch. And that just goes over like that. Okay, so this flap doesn't really need magnets because this one is going to be holding it down. Like that. So pretty easy page, but it looks really nice and it's useful as far as putting pictures down. So let me show you which papers I used. Okay, so page 3. In the big 12 by 12 pack of Savana, you have, I believe, 4 of these squares. So I chose the zebra. I wanted to keep this layout the same, consistent. So I put that on top here. The underside, I have my zebra paper. And this is the back side of one of the pages. And I believe it's in your backgrounds as well. And I just took the same piece, cut this, and I lined up, you know, the two. If you can't line it up exactly, you don't have enough paper, that's okay. I just was being all particular and I lined up the stripes. So I believe I cut that one first, then this one. Okay, so I have my solid and I chose this brown color because it goes with this. This was on the backgrounds. And I made a photo mat with leftover pieces. Put a little, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of faint, but I have a stencil right there. And that is it for page 3. For the pullout, I use the same color paper that I use on the underside of this. And I chose a circle. What I did is, because I didn't have enough circle, I used my other circles. I just took a circle, put it on top of a leftover piece and cut around it. Put it on black and cut around that. And I have staggered these. So your first one's up here, then I get a little lower, and that's how I chose to do it. So that winds up around there on this photo mat. And that is it. Next video is page 4. So I will see you soon.